Kyle Lowry is about to opt out of his contract before the summer begins, and he'll become an unrestricted free agent. I'm going to give my reasons why he is most likely out the door and 4 possible destinations for Kyle Lowry. I hope you guys enjoy this, and make sure to leave a like if you do, and don't forget to subscribe as always. What is up, YouTube, and welcome to a brand new video and a new series as well. We're going to be discussing the unrestricted, maybe even restricted free agents coming up this summer, and some possible trade players like Paul George that's probably out the door of Indiana. But today we're going to start with Kyle Lowry. So, Kyle Lowry, they just got swept by the Cavs, the Raptors did, and Kyle Lowry is going to be unrestricted free agent this summer, and he is up there in age. So do you think that, there's a lot of talk that no one's going to close the gap on LeBron. Do you think Kyle Lowry is better off going to a Western Conference team, or do you think his relationship with DeMar DeRozan is just too tight for him to leave? And I think there's quite a few possibilities where he could leave, and then I feel like there is a possibility that he will just stay in Toronto. But we'll talk about that more and more with each team we get into. So let's go ahead and get started. And this is a very big and my personal favorite destination for Kyle Lowry. Now this depends on if Chris Paul goes to the Spurs too. So I could see either one of these guys going to the Spurs, but we're going to focus on Kyle Lowry for this video. So Kyle Lowry, I think, would be a good fit in San Antonio and might make the Spurs even contenders as soon as they sign him. San Antonio is always signing veterans to be on their team. Examples, LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol in the last couple of years. And Kyle Lowry, I think, would fit very well with San Antonio. Obviously, he wouldn't have to be the majority load anymore. Alongside DeMar DeRozan. As good as they are together, he could maybe take a little bit of backseat, relax a little, and maybe even if he has a bad offensive night, there's that still big chance they win because San Antonio would be loaded with the pickup from Kyle Lowry. That's my personal favorite destination, but there's way more. And I don't have all of them in the video, but there's way more destinations he could go. My next favorite is the Pelicans. So this is where I think either Kyle Lowry and Chris Paul would both fit nice either way with one of these teams. Obviously, Chris Paul could go back to New Orleans. But, Kyle Lowry, I know the Pelicans aren't really considered contenders right now. But with those two bigs, and then they get a solid point guard that can score off the dribble, off the three-point, and then he could throw lobs to them, it would make the Pelicans instant contenders, and I like that fit. Sorry, my phone's on. I think you guys probably just heard that ESPN notification. That was very unprofessional, but the Pelicans would be a pretty good fit for Kyle Lowry, and I think this would make them pretty big threats in the West if they get some nice solid pickups around Kyle Lowry, DeMarcus Cousins, and Anthony Davis as well. I think that would be a nice place for Kyle Lowry to go. Next, we could always have Kyle Lowry returning to the Houston Rockets where he played early in his career, which he could play alongside James Harden and then go alongside with the other three-point shooters they have over there in Houston. And I think he'd fit pretty well here. Kyle Lowry can shoot the three ball, and that's what the Rockets are known for, shooting their damn threes. And I think this would make the Rockets some pretty good contenders, although this isn't my favorite one because I think the Rockets need a little bit more players before they can compete with Golden State. And right now they are competing with San Antonio, but we'll have to see how Game 6 goes. But I would like more there in Houston for Kyle Lowry to go. Honestly, my favorite one is San Antonio if he were to leave, which I think he will. And then obviously there's always the possibility he just stays where he is in Toronto, which I don't think is a smart decision as far as his career goes, but as far as pride and staying along with his buddy DeMar DeRozan, it's a good decision. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan are really good friends. They're really tight, and obviously they're a really good backcourt together. But, also him and DeRozan always seem to struggle in the playoffs. Lowry goes to the San Antonio Spurs and could be a fresh start for the playoffs for him. And I would love to see Lowry in a San Antonio uniform. I think that would be a nice fit for him because I think that would instantly help, the Spurs compete with the Warriors, although we don't know if maybe the Spurs can beat the Warriors this year, but, it's highly unlikely. But we'll just have to see how that goes. So, let me know in the comments. Did I leave out a team you think he would look good and fit into? Let me know in the comments and leave a like if you guys do enjoy this series, because I'm going to be doing all the free agents, or all the major ones anyway. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, man. There's a bunch of content on this channel, so subscribe if you haven't already. But that's it for me, guys. Kyle Lowry. Yeah, that's it. As always, Crushables. Now I'm saying peace.